Good, good, good. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. For those of you who are joining for the first time, we usually start with testimonies between now and our last session, which was last Thursday. So if anyone wants to share, just unmute yourself. Any testimonies? Anyone?
Hey, Maurice, I guess I'll go first. Can you hear
Go
me
ahead, Jamal.
okay?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, I want to apologize to everybody. I didn't get the recording up. I'm not sure what I did to it. It wouldn't let me convert it, and it was a pain in the you know what, trying to figure out why it wouldn't convert when it converted every other time. And on the lighter side, I had one cancellation today. They're gonna get a voucher, and I had another well, no, I booked Los Cabos to the Secrets. They're gonna go in August. And I have another person that wants to get 2021 started right to Jamaica. We're gonna send them all over to the Jewel Brown. I need my double beds. Um, and also I had another young lady. It's about 50 of them want to do Orlando. With Universal and Aquatica. So, I'm looking forward to that.
Good stuff. Good stuff. So still getting new clients. That's good, man.
Oh yeah.
Especially during this times to be able to get new clients. Um, anyone else want to share anything?
I do. Also, I had a question I wanted to throw out later on, but I did want to share that I had some cancellations on some cruises. This is Lynette. Um, I had some cancellations on some cruises. I got everybody's money back. I had my people wait and let Carnival cancel us. And in doing so, we were able to get all of their money back. They didn't want to do like future cruise credits, so they were able to get that back as well. Um, and being that everybody had already paid all of their cruises out in full, I was able to get all of my commissions, even though everybody canceled their cruise. So I had 9 cancellations, but I'm going to get commissions for everybody. And all of the people are going to get their money back. And I had one group that decided that they didn't want to cancel right now. They want to hold all their money and book another cruise for 2021. So they're waiting to decide this Saturday to decide where they want to go next. And they're going to transfer all of their money to their new cruise and then book their new cruise. So I'm waiting for them to get with me on Saturday, and we're going to do like a conference call and decide what they're going to do next. So they decided to still stay with me and rebook. So I was glad for the still, having the confidence to staying with me, and they liked what we were doing. So I was happy for that.
Now, you're gonna get paid twice if they decide to go and book with you again, right?
I didn't hear what you said.
So you're gonna get paid twice if they decide to book with you again, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so the money they got when they come back to you, they book again. That's another commission.
But that group didn't cancel. They didn't
No, I'm talking
cancel
about
all the way.
the group that did cancel.
Mhm.
So since they got their money from you,
Mhm.
they're gonna want to travel next year,
Yeah, well,
hopefully.
they already talking about getting stuff together now because they want another group and they want to do it with the same group. So I'm excited. I'm excited because I had to cancel my group because it was my husband's 50th. So everybody still is excited about still, traveling with us. So they want to plan something further out, but they want to do it next year. So I'm excited.
Well, that's good. At least you was able to get their money back and also get your commission.
Yeah. I was shocked because I didn't think they were going to secure the, commission even after they wanted all of their money back. I thought we had to do like future cruise credits in order to get it. And she said, no, Carnival is going to still give it to me anyway, regardless, because I had them all their bookings paid in full. So,
And now, if you don't want it, I mean, we could find
yeah, yeah,
something to
yeah,
do.
you know,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
That's good stuff. Good stuff. Anybody else want to share? That's a good story of retaining clients too, and going the extra mile, because to be able to get the refund, that goes a long way with the client. Anyone else want to share anything? Any new certifications?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead.
Jamal?
I think somebody else was about to say something. Well, I was going to mention on the commission side, I know some travel vendors, one travel vendor in particular, if they're paid up and they have, if they paid up and they couldn't go, they won't give you the commission for the trip that's already booked. But when they rebook, they'll give you the commission for the trip you booked prior and the new commission. So it's like you're getting paid twice, but they're not going to give it to you, once they cancel or it gets canceled. That's something I found out today.
So,
And let's celebrate those IATA card recipients. I see they made another post. Congratulations to everybody that received their IATAN.
definitely good job. Good job. Congrats. Anyone else before we get started? All right, so today we're going to watch a video in class. I know I used to love that in class when we watched the movie in school. Y'all used to do that, Jamal?
Yeah, man, that today it felt like an easy day.
That was time to take a nap or to play paper football. But seriously, no, this is a webinar that was hosted earlier today by Travify. They have what they call Travify Academy. I know some of us are familiar with Travify. It's a third party. They actually, it's an itinerary builder. It's a great tool to use for your clients. But this webinar has nothing to do with their platform. Actually, what they do is they have different topics of discussion pertaining to your business. So this one focuses, as you can see, on social media and different engagement ideas that you can use during this time of COVID-19 when people aren't actually traveling. And these are some pretty cool ideas. Some of them, we utilize now in our business. Some are, some ideas as far as things that are going on now with some of the vendors and suppliers. So we're going to play this video. It's about 30 minutes, and then we can kind of discuss it once we wrap up.
All right, so I'm going to play it. If you guys can't hear it, just comment in the comments. Let me know you can't hear it.
So I know that there's still people getting in right now. We are right on time to get started here. But I just want to take a moment just to thank each and every one of you for joining us here today. We really hope that this webinar is going to be quick and actionable and help give you ideas to continue to build your business and marketing efforts within social media during this time. So thank you so much again for being here today. It really means a lot to us. And like I said, we hope this is practical and helpful. During the webinar, what we're planning to do is we want to share 10 different ideas of ways that you can engage and share on social media during this uncertain time of COVID-19. So we came up with these 10 different ways. We're going to share them all with you here today. Very quick, again, tactical. That was our goal. We just want you to be able to run with this webinar once we're done here today. But first, I do want to quickly introduce myself. So if this is your first time joining the Travify Academy webinar, welcome. We are so excited for you here with us. But my name is Stephanie Grice, and I'm the Senior Client Champion and Education Coordinator here at Travify. Now, before we get started, I do want to take this time to give you an overview me is a free resource for all travel advisors to learn and grow your travel business. So all of our webinars are not commercial in nature to promote any organization, nor does Shopify ever accept compensation for partnerships. So the slide says let's dive in, but before we do that, I have to do a little webinar housekeeping here really quick. So I do want to say one of the most important things that we get asked during webinars is it's being recorded. It is. We are recording right now. So after this, automatically, you're going to get an email with the link to watch the replay. But we even took it a step further, and everything that you're going to see in this webinar today, so all the slides that I'm going to go through, we've actually created an article out of it. So no worries if you're trying to jot things down as we're going by, take screenshots. Don't worry. I mean, definitely take your notes if you want to, but you will get an article after this that's going to go over everything that we covered, and it's going to give you all those 10 tactical social media ideas. So you will get that after this. It'll probably just take about an hour or so after we wrap up for you to get that. But then, you can feel free to pass it along to a colleague or a friend, forward it to them, and share that stuff. I also do want to mention that there is a question box available. So if you have any questions throughout the webinar, go ahead and ask those in there. I do want to point out that this is a shorter webinar than usual. So we are going to be planning on being around here for about 30 minutes. So there is a likeliness that we might not get to many questions. So, but still ask them because we want to see your questions. It really just helps us gauge, what kind of content are you looking for? If there's things we can't get to today, maybe we can get to another time. So definitely let us know, and we do hope to still get to some questions. So ask those as they come in. So again, I want to reiterate, so anyone who's joining us right now, what this webinar is about and what we put together for you here today. This webinar is designed to be quick and actionable, short, like I mentioned, but what we're going to be doing is we're going to walk through 10 different ways to engage with your clients and followers on all social media platforms. So the article you'll get after, get that too. But really what we do is we've been talking to a lot of advisors, and it's a very weird time where people just aren't sure, what can I engage with? Is it worth engaging? I want to be sensitive. I want to be positive. What do I put out there? So that's where we came up with this idea of this webinar today. So that's what you're going to be finding. But before I go into our 10 different ways, I just want to get a gauge on where everyone's at right now. And, what are you doing on social media right now if you are using it? So I'm going to put out a quick poll here. So we're going to launch a poll. And I want to know, are you currently using social media to engage with your current clients? And are you using it to get right now? So I'm going to launch that poll here really quick. It tells me that it is loading. We'll see here. Oh, there we go. Okay. So this should be polling now. Okay, cool. There we go. Sorry, I think it was a little delayed for me, so I'm interested to see this. Oh, good. There's a lot of people already doing polls. Sweet. This is perfect. Or doing social media on here. So 67% are saying yes, 33% no, but that is why I'm here today. Perfect answer. So I'm going to go ahead and close that, and we're going to get back in here. Okay, so that's good to know. That is really good to know how many of you. Looks like more than half of you are already using social media, so this is going to be a breeze when we get through this then for you too. The other thing that I want to mention is every idea that we're going to go through here today can be used on any social media platform. So if you want to use Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of those, you can use all of these. And of course, there's some of these that will make more sense for certain platforms, but the great thing is whatever is your favorite, you can still do things with. Okay, so now let's do our first one here. I'm excited to jump in here. So our first idea is to share a food recipe inspired by a favorite travel memory. So who doesn't love food, right? And I've heard of countless friends and family members, me included, who have been spending so much more time eating at home more than ever before. So this is a perfect balance to share something relevant and inspire future travel. This is really easy to do. All you have to do is share a recipe you learned while traveling, maybe. Or Pinterest board for Travify, and it's going to be linked in that article that you'll get after this. But that's going to give you some ideas, thinking through things too, so that you can, see what is it that I want to create. Give us the story behind the dish too. If there's anything that maybe you made something in Italy and you got to make pasta and you're trying to recreate that dish, tell them that that's exactly where that is coming from. You can also make this optional of a Facebook Live or maybe a YouTube video. So it's really cool because then you can make the recipe and maybe add a little color commentary in between too. But then also you can answer questions from followers as well. So that's a great opportunity. If they add things like, oh, I've always wanted to make this, or I've always wanted to learn how to authentically make pasta. And that's just a great way to just start getting interacting with them as well. Another idea that I had is that you can also take it up a notch and work with a supplier on this. This is one example that came to my mind first because you can tell what I would rather be doing at home. Is that I would love to be doing in the evening is doing a wine and cheese pairing. So talk to your suppliers. Maybe there's something that you can get that people can do at home to recreate an experience that they can get traveling. It's just a really unique way, and it just gets to be family night, new things, things like that. There's a lot of different ideas around food, so definitely think about that. Get creative with it. So now I want to go into our second one, which is collaborating with a supplier. So this is a very fun one because you can interact with your fellow travel industry professionals, which really just becomes a win-win for you both. Now we have a really cool example here that I want to share, and this is from Couvet, from a company. And what they did is they had suppliers send them or a picture with of a message from their supplier. So you can connect with your suppliers and just ask them to send photos or videos from their destination. This is really cool because it's just going to help, calm any fears and encourage clients to travel again once everything opens back up. And it also just shows that, hey, suppliers are still there and they are ready for the travelers to come back. So it's just cool and it's very interactive and it's very positive thing. So a cool way to collaborate with any suppliers that you might have strong connections with. So our third idea is domestic destinations and experiences. So this could depend on where you live, but for those of you who are in North America, that's what we kind of focus on here. But again, I think if you're somewhere else, there's many other different ways that are encompassing the same thing that we're doing here. But this is really important because this might be where you want to focus for travelers to start heading to when everything starts to come back up. If you joined us on our Travify Academy channel a couple weeks ago, John Warner from Mass actually made a really good point that domestic and local destinations might be the first place that many begin traveling to. So that's kind of where we got this idea that that's really smart and good thinking that, instead of focusing on popular cities like, New York City, Miami, focus instead on experiences, maybe lesser thought of places to travel to. So think of places like visiting the wine country during harvest season, or mountain railway packages, riverboat experiences, you name it. Those are going to be those unique things that a lot of travelers probably aren't thinking about yet. And those are going to be some easy things that it's not going to require traveling all across the world. It's going to be maybe 1 or 2 flights domestically that they can go to. So think about sharing those types of, types of content. So our fourth idea, where are you planning to travel next? This one might seem very simple, but, once the travel industry begins to make its big comeback, so many people are going to be eager and ready to get out and explore again. Kind of like what I was just talking about where, those domestic places, the easier places to get to, people are going to be itching to go. So definitely this is such an easy post. You can do this right after this webinar. It's so simple. Just ask your followers to share a picture or a GIF of where they would like to go or where they're planning their first trip back. It's a great way to just get the conversation going, and before you know it, you'll have a whole comment thread full of travel inspiration, and it serves as a reminder reminder that the travel industry will be back. So it's just really fun, share your own photos. You can also pick some from free sites like Unsplash or Pixabay, which we love those too. We use those all the time. And then also reshare clients' content as well. That's free content, for you to share. Like if you're on Twitter or Instagram, those are good ways to reshare that content. Maybe you come up with a hashtag so then you know how to find it if they're not, posting onto your comment or your thread. Lots of different ways to do it. The other thing is definitely interact with them. So reply back and say, oh, I love it. And this is a good way to, share your own expertise and say, oh, I went there and I loved it. You have to do this, things like that. So just really cool. Again, it's just travel talk. And that's what's really cool, what we're kind of getting at with that. So easy, simple enough post to do. So our fifth one, this is one of my favorite ones, is a Facebook Live event. You can host these. There's many different ways you can do this. I just said Facebook Live event, but you could really do Facebook Live, Instagram Live. You could do, what we're doing now, like a webinar, Zoom, all kinds of things you can do. But these are really quick and easy to put together. Now, what you want to do first is just choose your topic. So choose your topic for your live event. That way, it's not going to feel weird or awkward when you fire it up and go live. You'll actually have something to talk about, and you'll know going in, these are what I'm going to talk about. So they'll just ease up, the pressure a little bit on that. And we have a lot of different ideas that you can use on different topics in our article. Here are some of them that I just want to bring up just to kind of get you thinking about how you could do this. The first one you can talk about is, what is happening in the travel industry and what is to be expected in the future of travel. We've been talking to a lot of advisors, and they've been getting out in their community, and they've been the voice to travel because there's so many questions, and people are like, I have this giant trip planned. What do I do? And, the travel advisor, as the expert, you can say, just don't do anything right now. Here's what I would recommend, things like that. And it just makes you a voice for this. And maybe in the future, they're like, they know what they're talking about. I want to listen to them. So it's a great way to just kind of start that conversation going and get community involved as well. Another thing you can do is focus on those certain destinations that might be the most popular to travel right away. So exactly what we were talking about with those unique experiences that might not be that far away from people to get to. Focus on those. You can even use that opportunity to get another supplier on the call. So you can get someone else on there if you want, and then it's not just you, and you can let them talk about their expertise, then you can share yours, and it just can be really fun. You can also share your favorite travel stories, personal, from clients, sharing all those memories. You could do the food recipe, like we were talking about, tell where my mind is at. Food, so great. So you could do that. But also the other thing that I would recommend is before you do go live, just share a post letting your audience know so that they know when to join you. So you could do this in many ways if you want to either announce it a day before or earlier in the day, just so that like if you plan to go live in the evening, just tell them in the morning so they know when to catch you. But you can also do things like this example we have. So shout out to Lisa Fitzgerald, one of our TravFi users who allowed us to use her as an example here. She went ahead and just made an event. So anybody can make a Facebook event. So you can make that, and that way you also get a gauge of who's going to be joining. And then you can also ask, like, if anyone has questions, let me know ahead of time, then you can have those ready to go. But a good example here is Lisa's planning this cruise, and so she wants to host, a live event where everyone can get together, and it's going to do many things. Positive, it's fun, it gives people human interaction, all are craving for right now. And the other thing that's going to do is it's also going to ease their fear of, like, am I still traveling later this year? She can answer those questions, and all the questions that you have, if you have any concerns, they can be addressed. So that's a really good idea if you want to do it abroad or if you have a specific group that's going on any trips to do them that way. So lots of different things that you can do with those, and you can host them every day. There's so many things to talk about, and people have the time to join you at them as well. So for our sixth idea, this one is to start a travel photo chain. So who doesn't want to humbly brag about their favorite vacation? If you don't, you are lying, because it is so much fun to talk about all your memories and everything that you've done. And you always want to encourage, you're like, oh, if you're going here, you have to do this. We had so much fun doing that. So take this opportunity to share your favorite photo and memory and ask others to do the same. So this is very similar to the option that we recommended previously about where to travel next. This one's kind of focusing on where have you already gone. And it just really can make a very interactive thread of comments, and it can be really fun. And then also make sure that you reply back to all these and maybe sprinkle in your own expertise again, like we were talking about earlier. You can say, oh, I went there too, and I did this, and it was so cool. Or my clients have done that, and they really loved it. All different things like that. And it's just fun to look back and it's also a way that it starts getting other people motivated to want to travel to those places too. So it's just a fun, simple, easy interaction. So number 7, host a live watch party, or you could just share your favorite travel movies, shows, documentaries. So this is similar to cooking. Right now is a very popular time to catch up on shows and movies while being inside. So many of people are doing that. So take this opportunity to create a list of your favorite TV shows, movies, or documentaries that inspire travel. You could also take it up a notch and host a watch party. You can use tools like Zoom or Netflix Party and watch them all together. So like Netflix Party, if any of you are new to hearing that, that's a Google Chrome extension. It's pretty easy to use, but it allows everybody to watch whatever you're watching on Netflix at the same time. And then there's a message board on the side of it where people can chat. So then that's kind of nice because you won't have people talking during it, but they can chat. So that's kind of fun. Another thing you can do is Zoom, of course. Use Zoom or other similar tools that you can use too. And usually you can share your screen and pull up Netflix or Hulu, whatever it might be, and watch them too. And in our article that you'll get after this, we included a list of some to get started thinking. I know everybody probably has your go-to, like Pray Love, everybody there, Expedition Unknown. There's so many good ones. So I could go on and on. I could post a webinar just about these amazing shows that can really help inspire travel. So definitely share those and make that interactive with your followers. So another one here, our 8th tip is host a contest and giveaway, or a travel booking credit. So what you can do here is you can create a contest, and this is just going to help create excitement, like the slide says, because it's a contest. Everyone loves winning things, or everyone wants to participate in something. So you can give away, a credit, or if you charge a fee, you can waive the fee or give a discounted fee, whichever works best for your business. We understand it's weird times, so just whatever is going to work best. Maybe you have an actual physical object that you want to give away, or something you said, whatever it might be, get creative. Host that contest, or maybe you don't give anything away at all. You're just doing trivia, But we have a lot of really cool ideas, and this will be an article you'll get after this. But there's some really cool things you can do with this. Here's a few examples. So one, you could ask for the most inspiring stories in your community helping with COVID-19. So if you want to bring in that sense of community, this is a cool way to do that. You can also request for nominations of a healthcare or community worker in the front lines. Those are the people who really deserve a vacation after this, and really deserve to relax. So that would be a really cool way to do that. But you can also just host a simple trivia question. Maybe the first answer correct one wins, or maybe there is no winner. Everyone's a winner, and you can just have a trivia question. Lots of cool things with that. So idea 9. So this is share interesting cultural facts and history. So this one I really like this one because this allows you to focus on highlighting a region or destination. But you could do this once a day, once a week. This is an easy way to pull together simple content to schedule it out and keep the focus on future travel. So there's a lot of things you can do in here. You can post videos from local tour guides, maybe from DMOs. You can share your own pictures, all kinds of things. And just focus on a place, once a week, or maybe you do like Travel Tuesday. I've seen that being done, and you just always focus on a new place. And it literally could just be a picture and just a description And why I wanted to show you, first of all, the videos are really cool. One of them, you'll see one is for Meditation Monday, and it's really just for the ocean sounds, and it's like an aerial view of the ocean in Aruba, and it's really calming and soothing. But why I want to show this is because all you have to do is press that share button, and that's all you have to do. So that's why I think it's really important to look at your CMOs, your tourism organizations, what they're sharing, and just share it yourself. And you'll put your own comments, say, "Oh, can't wait to go back here. Enjoy this in the meantime," things like that. So again, just content everywhere that you can start sharing. And now for our 10th and final one is probably one of the most important. To me, honestly, it would be is being a source for positive news. This, again, this is a way that you're sharing content, you're sharing new content of your own, but keep it sharing those encouraging stories of maybe people in your community or any good news. And of course, fact-based from reliable sources, but there's some really cool stuff out there. One of them that we put as an example is the Some Good News on YouTube by John Krasinski. If you haven't watched those, you have to go check it out. They're really great. We've all seen, those videos of in Italy and all other countries around the world just sharing music and singing along and interacting with one another. And there's just so many things out there that are positive that you can help share. And again, that's really just as simple as a share of a button or clicking the share button. So think about that stuff too. So those are 10 great ways to interact with your audience on social media during this crazy time. But now I want to focus on social media as a whole. We're getting close to our time here, and this will be a quick one. And again, you will get an article after this with all of these down, so you'll get to go back and read all of them and review them all. But I also wanted to bring attention that it's also a good time, instead of just posting stuff, it's a good time to just brush up on social media as a whole. So with this extra time that you might be having right now, I know that I have extra time, so I want to take advantage of this. So there's many things that I can be doing right now to get better at social media. So first of all, you can always just advance your social media skills. There's tons of resources. You can go on YouTube, like if you want to get better at Facebook video, or you want to learn how does Instagram stories really work for marketing. So YouTube that, and there's probably a ton of really great videos for that. There's also a lot of online courses that are doing either free courses right now or free trials, like Coursera, Skillshare. You can even go to Travify Academy, academy.travify.com. We're always trying to add new stuff in there too, so that you have new content that you start checking out. Another thing that you can spend this time doing is spruce up those social media channels. So do things like make sure your bio is up to date. Are your links updated? Is your contact information correct? That's really important, actually. And sometimes it can be like you might have never filled it in because Facebook's always adding new things. So go in and make sure that you have everything filled out, so that clients can get a hold of you or know who you are. Another thing that you can do is if you need a new headshot, I know it sounds kind of weird, but I thought that right now is actually a really good time to do that, because first of all, it gives you an excuse to get glammed up. It's okay if you don't if you're wearing sweatpants, you're taking pictures up this way, no judgment. That's okay. But you can still take this time to take that new picture, find good lighting in your house, and there you go. You have a new picture for yourself. So that's one thing that you could do. But then the other thing that I wanted to point out is this is also a good time to define your social audience. This is really important to make sure you understand who is your audience, and if you're using multiple social media channels, who's your audience on each channel, and what is the best kind of content that you can put on each channel. Now, I don't want to get it too complicated because it's not too bad, but if you do want to go a deep dive and know, like, oh, maybe I should put videos on this social media, or I should do really quick, short things on this channel, kind of think about that and think about, who are you targeting on each one as well. So in that article after this, we included a couple of resources that you can use to really deep dive in. What type of people are on what are the demographics of each social media channel, and from there you can decide, I want to focus on just Facebook, or maybe I want to get into Instagram too. But you don't have to do it all. You can just do little little by little, and now is the perfect time to do all that. But with all of that being said, we do have some time for some questions, so I'm going to get to those. But before I do, though, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope this was tactical and helpful, and also thank you for the opportunity to present. It is most of the time usually an expert in the industry presenting, and this time it was me. And I really thank you for giving me this opportunity, this chance to be in your screen the whole time. I hope it was helpful. And also another thing too is definitely watch for future webinars, because we're going to be putting a lot more on. So watch those. You can send out emails about them. Go to academy.travelify.com and get those as well. So keep an eye out for those. But now, what I want to do is I want to go through a couple questions, because we are coming close to time, but we do have time available, so I want to get those questions here. So Cheryl had asked, how do I put a recipe link in Instagram? Cheryl, that is a really good question. So actually with Instagram, you can't put links in the description. You can technically, but it's not going to be clickable, so there's really no reason unless it's a super short link. Like if I said go to travelify.com, that's fine. If I'm saying go to travelify.com/blah, blah, 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 it's going to be a little harder. So what you want to do is put that in the bio of your Instagram. And what I always like to do is I like to say if I am putting a link specific for that post in my bio, I just say see bio for me. And your bio for your Instagram is going to be where you can edit your headshot and your bio. And there's a place that you can put one link. So you'll just want to switch out your link. And then it's also important that if you switch out a link to put the recipe, maybe a week later, a couple days later, maybe just remember to switch it back to your original link within your website. Another one here, comment from Krista. I have done a live video 3 Saturdays in a row. It is so out of my comfort zone, but I'm just trying to be a bright spot in DC, and I love that. That's really cool. See, and that's awesome. And that's nothing that's like, you don't have to get all in depth in how can I market my business. It's just a community. We've heard other people too where, they can, they're just doing some hosting Zoom calls, just seeing their community, reminding them that I'm a small business too, and I need, we're hurting too, but we're here to help, and we want to know who we are, so when everything does come back, it doesn't hurt our business. So that's awesome. That's really cool.
All right. That was. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
All right. Anybody have any takeaways?
Yeah, I thought it was interesting, the part other than her voice got on my nerves. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right.
I thought it was interesting with a lot of the stuff that she talked about. Like, I guess I'm like an info person in my group with different stuff that I give to people. I do a lot of the stuff that she does with like passing on information about travel sites and things like that. I don't have a lot of people that interact a lot, but they do look. They do look and they do inbox me. They don't do a lot of conversating in the group per se, but they do a lot of personal messaging. So I guess that does help. And that's how they make a lot of decisions on where they want to go specifically. So I guess that does help.
And what's the name of your group again, Lynette?
It's called the Travel Gang.
You know what would make the Travel Gang so much better?
What you think?
You should go live in there and have a conversation with your people.
I haven't got to that point yet. I am.
We're gonna do it tonight. Don't worry about it.
I am so terrified of that.
That's the first thing you're gonna post. I am so terrified to go live, and we're gonna go live.
Lynette, you got to start small.
Yeah.
Do 2 or 3 minutes here, but you got to do it for 5 consecutive days to kind of get out your fear.
Oh, she gonna do it. She good. She just talking. She ain't scared.
I am so terrified of that.
Sasha, she ain't scared. She just talking. She just.
What are you afraid of, Lynette?
I am just so terrified of that. I am extremely terrified of that.
Tasha, she playing with you. She not scared.
Yes, I am. Don't believe that.
Well, thank you.
Look, I started mine back up on Tuesday, so and my mentor said go 5 days straight. So today was day number 3 for me.
Well, good stuff.
What did
Anyone
you
else?
talk about? What did she talk about when she went
Yeah.
live?
Go ahead, Tasha. I think she's talking to you.
Well, right now this week I'm more so on my other business, which is financial saving and purchasing stocks.
Oh, okay.
Little Warren Buffett over there. I hear you. I hear you. Anyone else? Maurice, go ahead and get the $20 challenge ready. We're gonna do the $20 challenge. We gotta wake up.
They missed 75.
Yeah, they missed a 75. Yeah, that's cool. Well, I'll tell you what I took away. I think this was probably one of the better webinars that I've watched, and I want to thank Maurice. I mean, I think Gisela say she saw it as well, but I didn't see it, and this was amazing. And I know we were going to do something else, and Maurice was like, "No, we need to do this one." So I want to thank him. I think you guys should thank him as well. But as far as I think with the 10 things you got to do, excuse me, I think the main thing you guys that I heard her saying was community. Community is huge because right now I think we're in a time where people are looking for other people with a voice, because they're seeing so much misinformation. We have the stimulus shammers, the politicians shammers, people talking about, you guys know what I mean. So I think this would be great to kind of allow yourself to get that community, but it also goes back to what we've been talking about over the last couple of webinars, branding, branding, branding. Do you guys think this is a great way of branding yourself?
Almost definitely, because you can put yourself out in front of everybody's eyesight, and you can actually be visible. So, yeah, you're branding yourself and branding your expertise.
Somebody give her $100. Thank you, Gisela.
Can I just say something, Jamal? Thank you
go ahead,
so
say
much
what you want to say. Go ahead.
I appreciate you saying my name, but it's Gisela.
I always mess it up. Charge
Yes,
it
you
to
do.
the brain, not the heart.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, you was gonna say something else? I thought you were.
No, I'm good.
Okay. I see couples is doing this. I know if any of you guys are in the Jamaica travel specialists, they doing something every day almost. I know they're doing the cooking. I know couples is doing the cooking, and we can leverage that. You can actually take that, go to couples page. What I did was share it, made me a little post, and I took the information Denise said. I use my travel business. Come travel with us as we learn about this from Couples Resort. Um, Also, they're doing the DJs. Everybody see the DJs, right? The DJs and the musicians thing that they're doing. This is all they're doing right now, and I think Travelify did a wonderful job of relating it to travel. Even look at her backdrop. What if you did a live with your backdrop of your logo behind you? I took so much from this webinar, and I don't want to do a lot of talking. That's why I'm asking you guys. I know we're doing the talking. Anyone else?
St. Lucia is doing something too every Tuesday and Thursday at 11. I got to double check. I want to say it's 11 a.m. or 12 noon. Pretty much every tourism board has put out some kind of video or communication as well. They do a lot of live cooking. I see a lot of resorts and hotels doing yoga in the morning, like yoga with the sunrise. So a lot of good content to share out there.
Now, Maurice, can't you take their schedule and put it on your calendar and have you like a social media calendar of things that you can post?
Oh yeah, definitely. They want us to. So
Yeah, 'cause
you know
people
that
out
can be
there looking.
everybody. Yeah, that can be homework for everyone. I know I'm coming up with a schedule for the next. Actually, it's going to be a weekly schedule based off what they're doing and just use their content, and I'll create some content of my own. But you pretty much using a lot of this stuff that was discussed on this video to kind of because the marketing that you do now is kind of different. You have to be sensitive for to everything that's going on, but at the same time, you don't want to hide during this time. So you still want to be visible.
Do not hide, guys. I know you may feel like, do I want to have the people judge me based upon what I talk about my business? I mean, Maurice asked me to look for, what's the name of that email platform that you use? What's the name of it?
Flowdesk.
As soon as I look that up, guess what I see on my news feed? Flowdesk. So don't be ashamed to market your business and just take some of this information and apply it. I mean, you guys saw that domestic, one of those, when you went to the domestic example and you saw that riverboat. Anybody seen that? Anybody remember seeing that?
Yes,
That's American Cruise Line. Anybody familiar with American Cruise Line?
I am.
Who is that, Gisela?
That's Lynette.
Oh,
I'm
Lynette.
familiar with all the boats. That's my passion.
You book one of them American Cruise Line boats, you probably get rid of all your clients you got now.
I'm trying. I got one. I got one lady. I got one lady that's real interested. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to get her. I'm trying to get because she wants to do a Mississippi to Louisiana stretch, St. Louis stretch.
You
Where
priced it
she,
already?
yeah, I've already priced it.
How
She's
much was it, Lynette?
real.
How much was
It's
it?
about $9,000.
$9,000. That's gonna pay you more
Yeah,
than $200, right?
yeah, most definitely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But guys, that's what I'm saying. It's these. I guess the information she gave to me, I wrote down so many notes, and I really thought about that when I saw it because we have so many diamonds in the rough right up under our fingers that we can take advantage of. Jet Setter, that's another site I would suggest you guys can use with the recipes. Man, people are talking about food all day online. I'm pretty sure you guys saw it or see it. So that's something else we can use. Where do you plan to travel next? And what if, I know some of the partners, like Lynette, I use her for example. I asked her, could I tag her in the travel challenge? Now I got an idea. I should go ask all my clients, can I tag them? Just to create interaction with them. And also get in front of their networks as well. I think something else that'll be smart for any one of us to do, and some of you already have this. I know April, Lynette, they have groups. Join my group. You know, I'm hashtagging we will travel again or we will see the world again. That's a great group, a page to kind of get people to be more interactive with me so I can get their information and create that email list, what we're going to talk about at another time. But anybody else like to add anything? Nobody else took nothing from it? I guess that maybe two of us.
No.
No. Everybody shot? Shot at that? That's cool. That's cool.
Well, I like the idea of the Zoom parties. I've actually been, not with my travel business, but I've been hosting family happy hours with my family, and boy, do we have a good time. So I've been thinking about doing Zoom parties. I heard her mention something about travel bingo. I love bingo, but I haven't quite figured out how to do the travel portion and with people being on Zoom, but I'm seriously thinking about that idea.
I think it's a great idea. I mean, like she said, announce that you're going live to kind of create that anticipation. And, you can learn Canva, make yourself a flyer, Gisela going live, travel bingo. But, it's a great way of just getting your information in front of people without sell, buy.
Exactly. That sounds good.
Yeah, yeah. I like the one where she talked about the shows, the different shows people are watching. Like I've heard of Ozark, but I've never watched it. I just found out the Godfather of Harlem was free because I saw it on somebody else's page. So it'd be a great idea to suggest travel shows or shows that you may like, or ask people to share shows they may like to make it interactive. So you seem like the authority on different things that when it pertains to these shows.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, just start a watch party and get other people to share it.
I'm fired up. I'm not sure about you guys. I'm fired up just to do the thing that they say to do because it works. Because we this is not the first time we heard this. Maurice, I'm not. When we would share our information, we would see some of the same things they say to do. Especially the things that came off of this webinar right here. But she just made it so simple with just little things you can do that you probably already see other people are doing it. Like, the
Right.
tourism boards, the destination, different destinations like St. Lucia or resorts.
Right.
I did have one question though.
Go ahead.
Um, I don't know if anybody can answer. I have a client that wants to go to Jamaica, and she's not one that you can't ever get on the phone. She only wants to do stuff through text, um, and that's hard for me. Uh, but she's paid her stuff. She's making payments and everything like that. Um, but I'm thinking the borderlines for a lot of these countries are still closed. And I need to find out some more information about, because still the country is not open. And I'm thinking she's going to end up having to cancel this trip because it's coming up, her month of travel is going to be coming up soon. And I don't want to wait too late to be trying to find out any more information for her. And I'm kind of at a crossroad because I can't get in touch with um, the place who I booked with because their phone line, you stay on there an hour and a half and nobody never comes to the phone.
When is she traveling? What date?
She's traveling the last part of July.
Okay.
And I've tried to go through VAX. It's with Travel, it's in Impressions.
Mm-hmm.
And I've tried to go through VAX to contact somebody to try to see what kind of options she may have. And she's made payments on her trip. And it's hard to get in touch with her because she only responds through text. And I don't want her to lose her money. And I've seen the price of her trip drop. And I've tried to do price matches with them, but they come up with every reason as to why she can't get a cheaper price. So I'm wondering, is this a scam or what?
All right. So, what resort is it?
It's with Grand Palladium.
Okay, Palladium. Because I know they're not open right now. Anybody on
Right.
there familiar with Palladium's schedule in Jamaica as of now?
Seems like everything is beginning of June when they open back
June.
up. So that may change.
Yeah. So right now, as of now, late July is still fine, but I understand your concern. So her final payment date should be due. It's due May, like mid-May.
No, her final payment is due in June.
Oh, 30 days out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I would definitely just call to see what options. I mean, she still has time to make a decision. I don't know, she got insurance or
Yeah,
what the
I
hotel.
always, anybody that I book that's traveling abroad, I make them get insurance. I don't even book them because I done heard too many horror stories.
Do y'all communicate via email at all?
Yeah, we
Or is it just
communicate
only text?
through email. We'll talk and text, through text and through email, but that's it. She will not answer her phone at all.
I would
I
make
think
sure
that's
that
the craziest thing in the world.
I would make sure if I call and they don't answer, I'll make sure I send an email and just document it. Hey, I tried to give you a call. I didn't get an answer, but just want to let you know we're approaching the final payment date and want to discuss options with you. You know, so that way you have a paper trail of everything that's
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah, well, I keep all my texts and stuff that I send her and stuff that I do through Instagram and Messenger and stuff like that,
Right.
because she will answer that.
Gotcha. Okay. But
I just thought it was kind of strange.
A lot of people like that. They prefer to text.
text,
Yeah,
Messenger.
well, I know she's real young. You know, she's like in her 20s, so.
Oh yeah, that's it, man. They don't like to talk on the phone. No offense, who got millennials on here? April?
But
Anyone else?
I was just wondering if anybody else had experienced anything like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I got clients that don't want to talk at all. Everything text. Long as it's in that credit card information, we cool. Anyone else? Well, guys, it's 8:58. I want to thank you so much for tuning in, and hopefully I figure out this recording. But if not, you know, we'll get it together. Need to reach out to my IT person. I think she may have gone. All right, guys. Yeah, Tasha know how to fix all that stuff. It was too late last night. I didn't want to call last night.
All you got to do is call me.
It was late, Tasha. Trust me. I took a nap when I got home yesterday. And I was up from 10 to 4. Yeah.
Man.
Well, all right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. And if anyone wants to talk about anything, let us know. Drop a suggestion in the group. If we don't know how to do it, I'm pretty sure somebody else does. All right. Take care.
All right, good night.
Bye.
Good night.
I reached a turning point.